Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are here today at BlackHouse MMA over here in Gardenia, California, with the man himself, Albert Morales. Man, how you doing today, brother?
Fantastic, man. Friday's my favorite day of the week because it's spar day here at BlackHouse, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you guys were getting down, man. I was getting to watch you guys throw down and just, dude, man, I felt like I was like in a war zone, man. Just the amount of gloves being thrown, the amount of leather. Tell us through the environment as a professional fighter coming into a gym like this where you have just, I mean, I feel like there was like pros galore, man. It's just you get to see like really the levels to this, man. And I was kind of getting to talk about that with you a little bit earlier.
It's awesome, man. You know, that's the reason why I came here. I remember when I first started this MMA journey, I would read these fighters-only magazines, and in the back of the magazines, they would talk about BlackHouse MMA and Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, and all these guys training at this gym that was in a secret location somewhere in Torrance. And I was like, man, one day I want to go there, man. And then it turns out I found out like Jose Aldo, Glover Teixeira, all these legends that I'm a huge fan of were managed and would come here and train. You know, manifestation, I guess. You know, eventually I found myself over here. I've been here for about 10 years now. And it's cool, man. Like you were saying, you never know who's going to come. I mean, it's the beginning of the year, so we're with our normal squad, bunch of killers. I mean, we're here Monday through Friday, 365. But, you know, you never know who we're going to get, man.
Yeah, you guys had Arman Tsarukyan in here the other day, I believe, right? How was that to get somebody that just, I mean, fresh off of a huge win against Beneil Dariush, somebody that's also over here in the SoCal area and possibly setting himself up for a huge title shot? Did you guys get a couple of rounds in? How was that?
Definitely, man. Whenever Arman's in here, me and him for sure have to get rounds in. We're super cool guys, super humble dude. Guy's a beast. So whenever I can spar with someone that can level me up, I'm always going to do it, man. And, you know, he gets work with me as well. So I'm excited for him. And he's going to get that belt.
Hey, he definitely does have a pretty big task ahead of him. He's fought Islam in the past. That was a very, very close fight. Probably Islam's closest fight besides his loss. Now possibly another opportunity coming for him in 2024. Speaking about some big opportunities coming in 2024, Albert Morales, man, you possibly got some big things cooking up over there at Lights Out. You're coming off of 2 wins over there. Is there anything that the fans can look forward to in this 2024 year? I know February's been a date that you've been throwing around, been some teasers on the Instagram. What's up, man? What's it looking like?
Nothing locked in yet, man. You know, as soon as I get it out, I let everybody know off the top. I like to be the first one to let my fans know, my people know, and let the haters know, you know. But no, nothing's locked in right now. I know I'm lined up for a title fight wherever I go, you know. So I'm looking for big fights. I'm looking for title fights. But, you know, I want to get back to the big show as soon as I can to represent L.A., Southern California, my team, BlackHouse MMA, Carlson Gracie on the biggest stage because I want that UFC belt. That's the biggest belt that I want. So whatever promotion gives me a belt, I'm going to represent that promotion when I get to the UFC.
Speaking about someone that's also gotten to work over at Carlson Gracie in the past, I believe Roosevelt Roberts, somebody that also was at the UFC level, recently got a contract back. How is it like to get to see somebody like that? Somebody was also in a kind of similar position as to you were, you know, was in the UFC once, had to make his way back, was on the Ultimate Fighter season. Obviously, things didn't go as well on the Ultimate Fighter, but was showing like, hey man, I'm still in this, I'm still here, and got a big opportunity in the pay-per-view this last year. Is that something that you could possibly see yourself, man? They're looking over here in this LA area for sure.
For sure, man. Hey, shout out to Roosevelt, man. That guy's a good dude. He's one of my homies, Carlson Gracie as well, from this part of California. Well, actually, he's actually from Florida, but he actually trained a lot over here. So I've been knowing him before he was in the UFC the first time. BlackHouse, dude, just BlackHouse alone, we've had Kevin Casey go and come back. Christos Giagos, who's now in Florida, he was here and went and got released and got back. So I've seen it happen before. I just got to wait for my time, you know, and Dana White said it himself. The UFC is soft right now. They need that dog, and you know, there's no bigger dog than me.
I think a lot of LA fans and a lot of people over here in the mixed martial arts community would definitely agree that Albert, the Belizean Warrior, definitely has that dog in him, man, because every single time you go out there, there's always a performance. No matter what way the cards are getting read, you're going to go out there, put your whole heart out there, and I think that's a lot of things that the MMA fans can respect out there. A couple more questions here for you, Albert. I really have appreciated your time. I heard that you recently got to help a pretty high-class, now bantamweight, somebody that was going up. You helped him get ready for Rob Font over there in Vegas, I believe. How was that to help somebody get prepared for a huge fight like that? And obviously, I mean, we're talking about Deiveson and Figueiredo, if you guys did not already know, man. How was it to get to work with the former champion, the God of War? you guys were going at it, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, man. The guy's a monster, bro. And it was really, I mean, first of all, shout out to Deiveson. Thank you, my brother. You know, we still communicate. I talked to him before the fight and after fight. The guy did a fantastic job. He went out there and represented his family and all his teams and training partners, including myself, man. So shout out to you, brother. Thank you. It was cool because I got to see myself with the other former UFC champion, see where I was at. I also got to train at Fight Ready. Shout out to Fight Ready. You guys opened your arms, let me in there, treated me like family. Thank you, guys. But, you know, I just know where I belong. You know what I mean? And I need to be back in the UFC. I need that belt. And that's it, man.
Hey, man, I feel like that's a pretty good indicator. You're training with those high top-level guys, but, I mean, he's going to be facing possibly another high top-level guy in Cody Garbrandt. Who do you got taking that one? Another former champion in Garbrandt versus Figueiredo. That's going to be a good one, possibly.
I got no love for no love. Deiveson all day.
Hey, my man, thank you so much for your time today. Anybody that you've been wanting to thank in particular, obviously this 2023 year treated you pretty well, went 2-1 in this past year, and now possibly looking to carry some of that momentum going to 2024, as you were saying, some title shots. Anybody that you wanted to thank in particular? I know you have a lot of people to thank over here at BlackHouse. Anybody that you just want to give a huge shout out today?
Oh, man. I mean, the biggest shout I'm going to give it to my daughter. She's over there, right? She was supposed to be at tennis practice, but she's over here watching her dad fight. But, you know, it's just too many to call, man. I got a bunch of teammates. I got a bunch of friends and family, man, a huge support system. Too many to mention, man. All my sponsors. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for coming down here.
Man, thank you so much for having me. It was an absolute honor to get to finally, as you said, be in a historic gym like BlackHouse MMA, get to be somewhere where legends in the sport have got to be, possibly get to see a future tennis legend and your daughter over here. I know that she didn't get to go to practice today, but I know that she's in very good hands over here with the Belizean Warrior, my man. So thank you so much for your time today, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are going to be signing out over here at BlackHouse MMA in Gardenia, California, with the man himself, possibly a Lights Out champion or another promotion in 2024, the Belizean Warrior, Albert Morales. Hey, thank you, brother. I really appreciate your time.